Professor Thelnix had been teaching xenobiology at the Galactic University for 40 cycles, but this was her first semester with a human in the class. The administration had warned her. Humans were different, durable in ways that defied conventional biology. But warnings in reality, she was learning, were vastly different things. The field trip to Zirion 7 had been routine. A simple collection exercise on a class. 3 world. Minimal predators, stable atmosphere, perfectly safe for students. They've been cataloging mineral-based fungi when it happened. One moment, the human student, Marcus Thompson, was crouched near a rock formation, taking samples. The next, a camouflaged ridge viper had lunged from beneath the stones, its serrated mandibles clamping down on his forearm. The other student screamed. Thelnix's emergency medical training kicked in immediately. Ridge vipers weren't supposed to be on this continent, but that didn't matter now. Their venom could drop a Balvian in minutes. Their bite force could shatter crystalline bone structure. And those mandibles, designed to saw through prey, had just torn through Thompson's flesh down to what had to be bone. "Nobody move," Thelnix commanded, rushing forward with a medical kit. "Thompson, stay calm. The venom acts fast, but the antidote." "Oh, hell!" Thompson grunted, shaking his arm. The viper's head came off, still attached to his forearm by its mandibles. That actually hurt. He said it with the same tone someone might use for a stubbed toe. Thelnix froze. The other students, 3 Veskin, 2 Hive Collective members, and a crystalline, had formed a horrified semicircle, their various sensory organs locked on the human's injury. Blood, that distinctive iron-rich red human blood, was streaming down Thompson's arm. The wound was deep, ragged, and actively bleeding. It should have been fatal. At minimum, catastrophically debilitating. "Sir, you need to sit down immediately," Thelnix said, her 4 hands already extracting coagulants and synthetic skin. "That bite has compromised major circulatory vessels." The venom. Venom. Thompson looked at his arm with mild interest, using his other hand to pry the viper's head from his flesh. It came free with a wet sound that made 2 students faint. "Huh, yeah, that stings a bit." "Stings?" One of the Veskin students' translator shrieked. "Your cardiovascular system is leaking. That's a mortal wound." Thompson examined the punctures, then pulled out his water bottle and poured it over the injury. The other students watched in horror as he simply washed it off, like cleaning dirt from a scrape. "It's not that deep," Thompson said, squinting at his arm. "Didn't hit anything vital. Just a scratch, really. Just a—" Thelnix couldn't finish the sentence. Her medical scanner was reading Thompson's vitals. Elevated heart rate, adrenaline spike, minor blood loss. But his system was already clotting, already compensating. His immune system was attacking the venom like it was nothing more than a common bacteria. "Mr. Thompson," she said slowly, trying to keep her voice steady for the terrified students. "On 97% of known species, that injury would require immediate surgical intervention and intensive care." "Oh." Thompson looked around at his classmates' horrified faces, then back at his arm. "Sorry, didn't mean to freak everyone out. Got bit by a dog once that was worse than this. Needed like 8 stitches." "You're comparing this to a worse injury?" a Hive member whispered. "Well, yeah, that one got infected. Real pain in the ass." Thompson dug through his pack and pulled out a basic first aid kit, the kind designed for minor cuts. "Got any bandages in there, Prof? I'll wrap this up so nobody has to look at it." Thelnix watched, academically fascinated and personally disturbed, as Thompson applied what amounted to a decorative cloth strip over a wound that should have killed him. He flexed his fingers experimentally. "Might leave a scar," he mused. "Cool. Cool," Thelnix repeated faintly. "Yeah, chicks take scars, right?" Thompson grinned at the assembled students. "Anyway, we done? I found some really interesting spore formations before Snakeface here tried to ruin my day." He walked back toward his sampling area, leaving a trail of small blood drops and a group of students who were reconsidering every assumption they'd ever made about biological durability. One of the Veskin students approached Thelnix, its vocal sac trembling. "Professor, what are humans?" Thelnix watched Thompson crouch back down at his rock formation, casually collecting samples with an arm that was still bleeding through his inadequate bandage. "Terrifying," she said softly. "Humans are absolutely terrifying." Thompson called back cheerfully. "Found 3 new specimens. Today's awesome." Thelmix began updating her incident report, knowing that admin would never believe her.